is not in good taste. Say, oh yes, sir. Oh, like when you can wait for 6 months. I want some friendly panel in a way that we all say, okay, it was you are saying it in good faith. There's no way that you can talk to the person in a nice way. I mean, we are not stupid. Like, if I have to be blunt like that. So you wait for 6 months to talk to somebody in a nice way. In a nice way, it won't happen. So you can say whatever you want to say. We know where you stand. But the thing is, yes, so you knew me, sir. So the point is, he can talk to people who are not being nice to him or whatever. But to come out like the way he did on television or on whatever platform, to make it look like it's okay when somebody says things, then find a way to get them and talk to them.
But I feel said there are ways you can make commentaries or criticize certain situations without being insultive, like the way she handled the guy on the red carpet. I'm organizing the event and they decided, say, we're going to use these people. We're going to invite them to come over. And if someone decides to go to Nigeria to, go join because she feels that platform is bigger, the person has the right to do that.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean, say, they should accommodate just that one person for so that all the other TikTokers are put away. I think, TikTok is also a new form of media. And these people are celebrities in their own rights. They are influencers. They influence.
Thank you.
And for me,
objection.
Back then, I know where you're going. Back then, people who were celebrities were not just called celebrities. They were called stars.
Now, my point is on the achievements. So before a person gets to the level of a celebrity, the person has to have years of work in the address. We can point and say that this person did this. We can look at their works and celebrate their works.
Okay.
Now we have the influencers who post videos, do their stuffs on social media. They are influencing their class of people. Now note that if you're an influencer, your follower or your fan is still the fan of the celebrity.
People can use suing and giving you court letters and all those things in a way to intimidate you. It's not always like they want to go to court indeed. Sometimes they do that so that you'll be afraid not to even come close to them or say anything against them. And you say, "Obi ye bold." It is Agradaa say, "O de fako na me crying there. I will see you in dollars, and then I will convert into cedis and pay you." I will not be surprised because of who Shatta is. Shatta can fight with you today. After, I would say tomorrow, after 30 minutes, if you are ready to patch up things, he is ready. That's how Shatta, who Shatta is. So for me, I will not be surprised. And with the peace mission thing that DJ Slim is talking about, I think it is from the way Shatta behaves. That's why he is saying that. And Shatta can say, yes, let's have peace today. But how can be no one tell us peace in a sanjra?
Yeah, the baby.
Or the baby before. I think it's wrong, but I will still reference it to say whatever that I want to say now. I saw a comment that somebody was comparing Shatta's song to Mr. P's song, and they were saying that Shatta's song is trending with organic view, but they can't say same for Mr. P. I think it's wrong because they don't really, because both songs are trending on the YouTube platform, the Ghana trend list. The Shatta song is at the moment is at number 4.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
are still Agradaa in the age so about 20 years. Time not see obo under 20, no see no need 20 years, no bro 20. Me na me di 23 achemo so problem. Forget it. We are live on Sammy Flex TV. This is the Wednesday edition of Showbiz Daily, and my name is Roland Amate. I'm sitting in for the big man Sammy Flex, and of course, if you are watching, this is still a big family, so make sure you subscribe. Recommend this channel to others so they can be part of that beautiful family. So we expand. Today's topics there. As a this week, beef no dosu. I don't know, say Ghana for Pentecost. Like you see, turn no man for picky at each other. But we are still going to discuss it though. And before that, let me say big ups to the people helping me behind the scenes. Some two guys here, Theophilus Digosh is here, as well as Desert, who is also on the canoe somewhere. So, but with me in the studio, I have Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo, who is the online manager for Flex Entertainment, and of course, the boss of Intidosu Digital Solutions. Anything digital online, if you want the solution to your problems, just contact him, and he is our in-house lawyer. Ultra-rate of Semo, be a brofone, nya papa, trust Chemo, obema brofo pa. And I have the big man as well. He was here yesterday, and I was in the same position with him, dissecting issues. But today I find myself here, and he is still there. I'll say back on the man fan count, so I'll put it in my pocket. He is the big marshal, and that is how we will address him on the show. As for the other positions and accolades, let me hold it for now. Let me hold it for now. And I have OK Joseph, also from One Play Africa, and the other ones yeah. And also be I'm on 4G positions.
He's a TikToker celebrity.
Agubado kaya pa yetisika so look at my social capital. My social capital. Oh dear. Today's conversations are very interesting one, and like I said, Reggie Rockstone is in the news. We're tapping into the beef of Shatta Wale and the ongoing beef between Shatta Wale and Sheldon. Empress Gifty has also summoned your friend is Agradaa to court with a sum of 20 million Ghana cedis. 20 million kroma. TikTokers and Munaguchi are also at loggerheads, almost some minutes. And also Edem. Rapper Edem has also given us some revelations on how to mafia people in the industry. So I don't know if it is peculiar to their camp or it is something that cuts across. But let's start the conversation this way. Sheldon and Shatta Wale are in the news, of course, for obvious reasons. And so far, one thing that is trending is that this song titled Fame that Shatta has released for Sheldon. People are dissecting it, people are giving their reviews, and I'm going to go to my people and ask them their reviews, if they've listened to the song, what they think about the move, and at this point, who is winning, before we listen to what Reggie Rockstone also has to say about this particular conversation. Chemu, Shatta has released the song. Some people agree with him.
Yeah.
Some people also say, oh, just when we thought you were winning the battle, you were winning the conversation. What is your view on this whole conversation?
Well, for me, I think so far so good for Shatta. But yeah, I will agree with those who are saying that you were winning. So there was no need for you to go to that extent. I get it. But the thing is, we are in a space that sometimes you have to take advantage of whatever is going on to also make money or even get yourself in the news. And Shatta Waka say, I am the news, I will keep you all talking. And I think he's doing exactly that. I saw one comment, I think it's wrong, but I will still reference it to say whatever that I want to say now. I saw a comment that somebody was comparing Shatta's song to Mr. P's song. And they were saying that Shatta's song is trending with organic view, but they can't say same for Mr. P. I think it's wrong because they don't really, because both songs are trending on the YouTube platform, the Ghana trend list. The Shatta song is at the moment is at number 4. I don't know for wherever that you are watching from, like later you can check and you see where it is now. And then Mr. P song was at number 6. And then the person was making the comparison that how is it that Mr. P song has so many views, like over 1 million views, 1.4 million
but
views
it's
now.
not trending.
But it is not bigger than, it is not trending ahead of Shatta Wale's song.
Okay.
And he, according to him, his conclusion is that it is because Shatta's views are organic and that of Mr. P is not. It is wrong. Yeah, it is wrong. And into na me dia banom pese me chichi me say enye sa na tie. When a song is trending, there are so many factors that you have to consider, including the temperature of the views, as people will call it. On say asemsia, the fast at which people are looking at it or talking about it, you know, it will contribute to it being in the trends.
Okay.
It's not just about the fact that you are getting more views. Sometimes you can get more views, but you won't trend because the views are not coming like fast like that. It can be coming within a certain period. That, let's say within an hour, you can get, let's say 1 million views.
Okay.
The same time, somebody can get 50,000 or 500,000 views within, let's say, 10 minutes.
Wow.
That will trend because the fast at the pace at which the people are watching that content will be considered, and that will put that views ahead of the one getting more views, but at a very slower pace. So people should get that, and they shouldn't be putting things in a way for those who don't know how it is done, they will take it and run with it, but it is wrong. That's why I'm bringing that one up. But it is going for Shatta Wale.
You think so?
Yeah, it's positive for Shatta Wale because that even the wrong narrative that some people are giving will give Shatta Wale's video more views, more positive reviews, and all those things.
Okay.
So for me, I think bringing in the song for the beef going on or for whatever issue are on it, Sheldon, it is positive for Shatta Wale, and I think Sheldon is also winning, or he's also getting something from it, because you can't mention the song, you can't talk about the song without talking about Sheldon. And for that reason, some people will also go and check out his response to whatever Shatta Wale is doing. So I think for now, both of them are winning in terms of what they can get from the online platform when we are talking money and other stuff. Yeah.
Marshall, I know you've been following this whole conversation between Shatta and Kwadwo Sheldon. First, what is your view on it as to who is winning and whether or not it was even necessary for Shatta to go to the extent of releasing this song for Kwadwo Sheldon?
When we talk about who is winning, is it like social currency?
Of course.
And as a commercial wise.
Yeah,
commercial wise. You can analyze both.
For Shatta and Sheldon, you know, as I sort of say, where is Shatta going with this? And where is Sheldon going with this? And who benefits more?
Okay.
Shatta or him? I said, I don't think say or Sheldon beef no benefited Shatta musically. Unless it be a Shatta person called YouTube. Or person or build it the social media channels, no. Emma Sheldon and a competitor there. Then it makes sense or then be beefy and then I'll go ahead and release a song. You get what I mean? But if not that, and Shatta want to stick being a musician, I don't think say releasing this song for someone who is not a musician even contributes anything to your craft. Okay. Let me give an example. There was a time Eminem had a beef with Nick Cannon over Mariah Carey. You remember that beef? You remember I said Nick Cannon on your rapper and praying on him could release this song.
Sure.
Eminem. Guess what Eminem did? One responded. The reason is that person doesn't merit this song from him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Of course, you tell me, say, Shatta Wale is benefiting from the conversation going on out there. But maybe, I don't know the direction he's trying to go with this.
Okay.
But if it's just for trends, and if it's for him to keep being, your friend is saying, relevant in the music space, I don't think it contributes anything to his music. The only thing maybe he would do is that, for now, no, If he wants to also be a content creator, then it's good for him. But if not, Sheldon is a wrong fight, and Sheldon will be benefiting more from this.
Okay, Joseph. At this point, I think Kwadwo Sheldon has also done a breakdown of Shatta Wale's this song to him. And people are also asking that, hey, no be a do attempt now say usenya ho akoma say breakdown.
Because of Lisa or benefiting more at this moment. Although we say I can't move fact now, Shatta Wale now say as a people support Shatta Wale right now because Sheldon I had the number so. But the fact is, after what we will try and then I will benefit it by releasing a song for Sheldon. Shatta is a huge brand. Then you release a song for Kwadwo Sheldon. I'm not saying Sheldon say Ondru, but your levels. What I say? Yes. Then you release this song for Sheldon. Say, I said, when a 2-year-old boy be having issue. Now I put you on or can I be now so come on again? Yeah, but I say, no, what and only way. What's the point now?
I guess.
So looking at Shatta for who he is now, I don't think this guy merits a diss song from him.
Okay, take it from there. Let me hear from you.
So, these two people are creatives.
Okay.
And then everybody wants to find a way to earn from this. That is why I believe, Shatta Eko release this song.
Okay.
And smart move from Kwadwo Sheldon or break it down that this song now, because he also has to eat from it. He also has to earn from it. So it's a win-win for both camps. I believe Big Marshall Eka say Shatta is not Sheldon is not on the level of Shatta Wale, but these are two creatives.
Okay. Sheldon is a creative person. Is he a creative
Sheldon
person?
is a content creator.
He's a creator. What does he create?
He creates content.
He creates
content.
So, but not create. Create.
Not create.
It does not create.
He's creating.
He's reporting what's already existing. What I said, that is not creation.
That is creation.
Shatta Wale is a creative, like he creates.
That is CREAT.
Yeah.
and Sheldon is CUR.
And that is create, not create. Jesus.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
But for the records, though Sheldon is also qualified to call himself a creator, CREAT.
Not like curating.
In fact, that's
but
how.
Not in the same sense as Shatta. Let's say he creates something fine, but not in the same sense as Shatta.
Sure,
of course, that one. In that definition, you can separate them by that, like in that context. But in certain
even the platform, even the platform that they are putting their content there, they recognize them as creators.
Yes.
Because they create videos. But the content is what we are talking about.
They put their own twist to it. That's why it is.
Okay, Twaso.
And no be another two amount for show.
No, but
the conversation is going
Shatta Wale ejuma it takes writing lyrics, coming up with beats, going through.
They are not on the same level.
They are not on the same level.
Only way you know your creators. Then I said, two different.
They are not on the same level.
There are two different things they are doing.
Yeah, let's take it like they are all content creators on the social media platform.
Shatta Wale, the King's podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. He has other.
Let's wrap up. Let's
So it's a win-win, like I'm saying, for both camps. Now with Shatta Wale, what is the end game for him? This whole thing he's involved himself in. What is the end game? Because in everything you are doing, there should be an end game. What do you look at achieving? Or he's just doing it for the fun? Then we understand, say, okay, this is it. And for Sheldon as well, what is the end game? After all these things, what is he looking at achieving? The end game really matters. It's not just about breaking down the song. It's not just about recording this song, but the end game should come to life. We should know what you both are looking at achieving from the whole thing. So for now, it is a win-win for both camps. Nothing to say about that.
Okay, so these are the views from my people, but Reggie Rockstone also had a stake in this whole conversation, and I want us to go and listen to what the big man had to say, because according to him, he doesn't support the reaction that came from Sheldon. But he gave an explanation to it. Let's listen to Reggie Rockstone. When we come back, the conversation continues.
I have to order my coconut juice. Fresh coconut juice. Yes. Oh, shout out to my man Mamelo, Sheldon. I seen what happened to your home when it rained. And my heart goes out to everybody else who got hit by the rain. I am a recipient of rain drama, if you know it. I had the worst. And this is when I lived in the most bougie residential neighborhood, East Counterments. And we used to get flooded. You know, it's so traumatic. You don't have a clue. The kids used to just bug out. And I feel your pain, Shells. And so my heart goes out to you. I see my man hollered at you, Shatta Wale. And he, look, man, you want my take on that shit? I tell you, I don't think Shatta was trolling you, brother. I really, for the one time when I read what Shatta wrote, I felt like he was being sincere and he wasn't trolling you. But, you know, what do I know? Now, I do understand your sentiment and the way you reacted, because, you know, Shatta is very unpredictable. And so I'm assuming that you could not read him, and so you just went into defensive mode, which kind of made you look like an ass. But I you know, it's two sides. Because Shatta is unpredictable, you don't know what he's gonna do or say, and so you reacted. For every action there's a reaction. And you know, it's kind of sad though, man, you know, that we gotten to that point where over social media and show BIZ and perceptions and everything, we can't even trust each other. So when the man was genuinely, I'm assuming, or I felt, you know, when I read what he wrote, that's how I felt, genuinely reaching out to you because you was in dire straits, you hit him back with a splash pow. You know, you like, get the fuck out of here, blah, go look after your moms, which is kind of harsh, bruh. But then again, Shatta is known, you know, it's all fair love and war. And I guess if y'all got a beef, because, you know, Shatta, he don't take no hostages either. So I guess, you know, both of y'all deserve each other on that front, you know. But I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's sad that it got to that point where, you know, folks are being real and they can't even detach themselves from their past or the ways that they have portrayed themselves over the years. So shout out to Shell, shout out to Shatta. I felt it was a genuine, you know, handout to help. And I also understand how my man could have took it the other way, because he don't know if Shatta just fucking with him or...
This is what came from Reggie the Rockstone. Let me start this whole thing with okay, Joseph. Reggie Rockstone say he or not there to him, he felt Shatta did not come from a bad place when he said, if you need help, you can contact me. You can reach out to me. And so he doesn't support the reaction that came from Sheldon. Do you agree with him?
Sheldon's first reaction was really harsh. When I chanced on it, I was like, no, this angle is so harsh. But this is a game. You know, in the game, if you come, someone decides how to come back at you. Okay. So it's a game. Yeah.
Okay, Masha.
Now, Coach Sheldon is reacting to this song by Shatta to him. So whoever takes this whole beef seriously, you know. It looks like it's working. It's working in a way for the industry and all that. I don't think that it deserves to be given moral. Your friends say evaluation. Said your kind, you know, right and answer, because I think they are all achieving what they intended for. Okay. So I'm indifferent about this one.
So you think it is too too far-fetched for somebody to enter into this conversation with some moral barometer or compass to measure?
Because what I say,
mix.
What I say, you can't even tell.
Serious,
you know, because Camille makes me, I can say, okay, you know, Reggie Kano. Okay, Shatta so I blocking on Twitter. Until I then reach out. So
the number.
Say they're reaching out to Shatta Wale.
Or the number, but unse and I hear almost history, you know that that's in another kind. I don't think so. Or no, so when you say Shatta Wale is being, sinister. Or like he's not being real here. If you're trapping, just like in the video.
That's what he said.
And there is also and also Shatta also may come from a genuine place. He wants to help. That's what I'm saying. Where even from How they handle the whole thing? No? I don't think Reggie Rockstone. You don't make any ABR.
Chemo.
Well, for me at this point, I feel that from the beginning it was something serious, but at this point they want to take advantage of it, and it has taken the seriousness of it away. I mean, Shatta going to the extent of dropping a diss song, before that, or your cartoon beer or your KSS, Timbo to Suna, eti Kese, Utia Kobo, Poletank, and all those things. So I think he has taken it to the level of just having fun with it. And I think Kwadwo Sheldon, he has seen that, and he's also doing same, and they are all benefiting in terms of getting numbers online and even generating income from it. So, well, the seriousness of it at this point is not really there like that, and I think we should just look at it in that way. Don't invest emotion in it too much. We know the fans there, almost they don't think like ordinary person. They will invest their emotions. They have sides that they are on, and they will push it the way that they think they should push it. But for me, I think we should all look at it from the angle of now it was serious, but now it has gotten to a level that they are having fun and making money out of it. So who are we to
advise them
to be so serious about what is happening?
Let's not stretch this, but I would also want to ask this question. DJ Slim said that he feels Shatta Wale is on a peace mission.
Yeah.
And he cited some examples of him making peace with the likes of Andy Dusty, posting an apology letter for Bulldog, among other people that he's made peace with. Do you agree, or would you be surprised if after this banter, there seems to be some form of patch up between Shatta and Kwadwo Sheldon?
I would not be surprised because of who Shatta is. Shatta can fight with you today. After, I won't say tomorrow, after 30 minutes, if you are ready to patch up things, he is ready. That's how Shatta, who Shatta is. So for me, I will not be surprised. And with the peace mission thing that DJ Slim is talking about, I think it is from the way Shatta behaves. That's why he is saying that. Okay. And Shatta can say, yes, let's have peace today. But how can be no one tell us peace in a sanjra?
Yeah, the baby.
Or the baby before. For him, whatever way that you come at him, he will give you equal measure. Like the way somebody will say, Shatta, you went in good faith, wanted to give a helping hand to someone. The person said something bad, and why don't you just keep it at that? But you go ahead to even do this song, try to have fun at it and all those things. If you don't know Shatta, just look at what is happening and you know who he is. So I think, yes, if you are ready for peace, Shatta is ready for peace. But it will not end there. If after the peace or whatever talks, you go ahead and say something that he is not happy with, he will come back at you the same way. So Slim claim or theory that he is trying to give here, we can give it some form of the seriousness of it depends on how Shatta will behave at a particular point in time. So
Masha, you said the whole seriousness in this conversation has dropped. Therefore, people should minimize the way they enter into it with the moral compasses and all of that. What will be your reaction if we wake up tomorrow and we see some form of bromance between Shatta Wale and Kwadwo Sheldon?
I will not be surprised. And in fact, I predict this will not even last a week. These two, you see them together. Because Sheldon is also as volatile as Shatta Wale is. It will shock you. Sheldon could go to Shatta Wale's, find a way to find him, to do something and then apologize again. And however that goes depends on Shatta. And you also see Shatta will also come out, make a live video and say, oh, Sheldon, I said, you know, space now, we all need each other. So let's trust this. Let's forget it because you report the news, I create the news. What did I say? So let's all be nice to each other. And so, and I don't think they've taken it to heart because I think Shatta Wale started with the whole thing as a joke until Sheldon bought him and Sheldon also, after he apologized, he's also been playing with it so far now, and I think it's a healthy one. As I said yesterday, we are not in a country where people use guns to argue. They do it with words, and when they are tired, they patch up and then we move on.
To sleep. Okay, Joseph, Ubi feeling a man for good to know. I know you were enjoying the beef.
Really?
What would be your reaction if you wake up tomorrow and you see them hand in hand?
It's not going to be news to me because you can't be in the industry and be emotional. We don't play with emotions in this industry. You see, you can't get into this industry and decide to be emotional. You lose a lot. You have to be strategic. So someone comes at you, you go at the person, the next time you two are together, you are doing business. It's all about the business. So it's not going to be a new thing to me. We've seen that with Shatta and Andy Dusty. We've seen it with Shatta and DJ Slim. So this is no big deal. They can just come together. Shatta even interviewed him on his podcast. He recently said he was going to they'll have a good interview. We are just hoping it happens.
From one beef to the other, Empress Gifty has also slapped Agradaa, aka Evangelist Mama Fat, with a 20 million Ghana cedis defamation lawsuit. And captured on Ghana web says Empress Gifty slaps Agradaa with 20 million Ghana cedis defamation lawsuit. The Ghanaian gospel artist Empress Gifty Adoye has filed a lawsuit at the Tema High Court against self-styled evangelist Patricia Esiedu, popularly known as Nana Agradaa. According to court documents shared by Hobson Adoye, the husband of the gospel artist, Empress Gifty filed a defamation lawsuit through her lawyers, Osei Edu Apokavi and Co. at the Tema High Court. Hey, and I know video too. Okay, let's continue. May 20, 2025. Although details of the lawsuit remain unclear, the artist, in her statement of claim, has made 4 claims, including a sum of 20 million Ghana cedis for damages for slander and libel. She has also requested the court for a perpetual injunction against the former fetish priestess to restrain Agradaa, her servants, agents, privies, and assigns howsoever from publication of such words or any of them or similar words to that effect. Additionally, she asked for an order for the defendant to remove all videos and audios in which she spoke words defamatory of the plaintiff from all her social media platforms, as well as costs, including lawyers' professional fees. And in recent posts, including live videos shared on her Facebook page, Agradaa persistently issued various unprintable words and allegations against the gospel artist. And this is just the rate of sermon will be shared on your screens for you to see by our producers. But then Agradaa has also responded in equal measure, even after receiving the rate of sermon. Agradaa says any idiot can go to court. Watch this video. When we come back, we have a discussion on this particular conversation.
Was there for me, Reverend Dr. Evangelist Patricia Mrs. Siama. Today is Wednesday, and just yes, just check the outfits. What I say, wait, no pressure, and everybody should remember, my name has been gazetted. The no pressure, the no tantalizer. It's my name. Noko alarm shake is my name. My name is Empress Noko Fan Noko Tantalizer. Mrs. Siama, woman power, woman Gaddafi, woman Trump. See, every idiot can go to court. What am I say? Every idiot can go to court. How do you check my outfits? How do you check me? Check me. Just check me out. Just check me out. How do you check me out? So what you say? No go pressure, no go alarm shake. What you say? Every idiot can go to court. Me say me my free fool anymore. I'm dealing with the classy people, so I don't have time to come out to make any banter with Obiara. What you say? Me say hope say na me bono. And Gifty, let me tell you, you can go to court 100 times, 200 times. I don't give a damn. For your stupid hoping, adoye to sit on the radio, say me ye evil, yamuru minkumi, jawo ne yere kwasia, eho, edeme obi yere enibeye from. Mame, can't show. One I the courts, I am not part of them. If you sell me 200 billion, I will sell your husband 50 times billion dollars. I mean, I am going to sell your husband in dollars. Who could you make car? No, $600 no. So no, say me mama dollars. It took me ko sell no our international courts. Na imagine dollars. Major dollars na. Na masisa into cities. Na me the baby ma will balance. So what I say? Do you think you can use courts to me? Send me to me, baby. Now, I'm going to evil. I'm going to say, your mommy. Now, who could quasi? I hope see Jimmy Ray. I want dinosaur. Punch back, pie, them won't see. That tells you are part of the fight. Me dini woman Gaddafi, woman power, woman Trump. Me catch out. The court is there for everybody. You can go to court. I also can go to court. But me person me trust the social media they may boo. And I am not going to give a damn to stop. Me boo anopa. Unu kunu me kamutia boom. Ne ma boom. Se mo jimie. Na muni mu nyansa. Na wu kunu timi ko jina radio so. Disrespecting me obire. Na oba fie na wu oba jimi fo te se wo. When wu nyansa se abi.
Well, at this point, let me go to our pocket lawyer, our in-house lawyer. On the take court, brofo. And then you put your kakra. Chavo.
Yeah.
Another defamation suit.
Yeah.
I said this year we've recorded so many of them.
Yeah, defamation suit in there. I said Obia, yeah, no, the Biba. Any almost almost the warning, including our own Kofi Mole.
Chambers.
Okay. And I'm closer to Cortes. Bia, ain't be almost so. Every release
another one.
Yeah. It will be a warning.
Some catch you.
One more defaming on one here. More say the court. I mean, it is not simple like the way I'm on for the defamation suit, but we will take it like that. I mean, it's within their rights to do something like that.
Okay.
Just say Empress Gifty in particular. No, I'm wondering how the whole thing will unfold because insulting somebody in Ghana law is not a crime. You know, so would be court to say what did you atama? How is it going to be like? And me per se, say and the profundo be na who could do I bet rich him. And you know, I want to like many can cause on say one thing with all the lawsuits and defamation suit I hear most of them they don't even go through it. They at a point they will settle. Someone will say young fanko fee including even Kwadwo Lewin and then the matter and one that we know. Man for say yes but they are not talking about the case. They are not in court going back and forth whether it is defamatory or not.
I think
at this point they are settling. Yes, so they are not they are not in court. They are not talking about this is defamatory, this is not defamatory. No. One side is saying that let's go and settle this. There's no need for us to even go at each other or something like that in court. That's not what is happening. And all the court issues now, I wish to say proper one because to say candidate Japan and announce the any happen here.
That $500.
From 18 million, they have 500.
Now you will be a because you see, people can use suing and giving you court letters and all those things in a way to intimidate you. It's not always like they want to go to court. Indeed, sometimes they do that so that you'll be afraid not to even come close to them or say anything against them. And you say, "Obi ye bold." It is Agradaa say, "Oh, dear fucker, na me, but na me crying there. I will see you in dollars, and then I will convert into cedis and pay you." So they will say all those things, but at the end of the day, we will not get to the part that they are battling it in court. Everybody is saying whatever they need to say for us to know exactly whether whatever that she said is defamatory or not. We don't get to that point, and I'm really disappointed when it comes to that area. And I understand, because in our culture, they are penny people patch. I mean, I say yanko can ufi. Even when you insist, you make say umwade penny si jacha, also unyache and all those things. I think it's part of the reason why we are not getting to that point until we get omo maso identity second day Japan near us and between manati. Say oh TV now our need so better now we need so active. So this one I'm looking forward to it. The explanation there or for all the things that you said is about Gifty Empress not being happy with the commentary or some comment coming from Agradaa to her and to some extent to the husband. So that's why she's going to court. But as I said, I really want to know how it will end, because in our laws, the only two people that when you insult, you will be in trouble is a person with disability and the chief. And again, even the person with disability, unless you refer to the disability, and you know,
and use it to insult the person.
Use that to insult the person. That one there's a specific law against it. But if you be a disabled, utika kaka and can't disability, so you can't take that one. I know you can't take it to court. So I am now trying to see. I wish that one day. We will see the end of it, so that we will know that when you insult somebody, there's a way for them to still get you. Or I mean, what insulting. By libel is a criminal offense that you can be booked for. Entina, sermons, you know, omu use libel and other stuff. But I know a brofo. Do why?
Marshall, Agradaa versus Empress Gifty. These are people in the gospel fraternity. What do you make of this whole conversation?
Well, lawsuit Nadia, I will leave the merit of it to the court, because there's one thing proving defamation, say Nipano defaming, another thing proving the cause, the injury,
the damage,
the injury from the defamation. What I say, and that's what you're going to base off to ask for the 20 million Ghana cedis. And your friends Empress Gifty, they'll charge you cedis. You'll be charging the dollars. and that is a problem. Me, I'm really thankful say you hey, no you need Agradaa in your classmate to school. Because so I got a classmate party. I've been doing so in the corner. Only limit. I've watched all the videos. I'm like, nah, Hobson Coco pen once I'm going to hear.
Like you there and
I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm like, because Hobson starts here. I don't know. All the cookers are glad that for money because I just don't get it. And I hope so. Kasa say he's very tactical and all that, bro. I don't know when he stopped being a politician to this. You get what I mean? Like, I don't know. But if I get that, I can't take her seriously. And me, I like watching her stuff because I know, say, usually in Kosibia, this defamation, I wish just like Okan. Say about Kumpune, but if you ask me, I don't see the merit. Maybe they have something. So I can't then say what could you see Dia Empress you see and also a Paco Gazette deal. It didn't know was it like she said true like it didn't know what Paco Gazette, you know, like and I see a Hobson. I'm on the court. Was like me. I feel like Hobson Maybe I can Empress Crown so many do say. But option the way man could do. And I also said the lawsuit I don't think Sabah could do baby. Yeah. But again, with the German court no. What I say. But me I'm looking forward to UDA no. Agradaa lawsuits in dollar and also the international court.
I think international.
Okay, Joseph. Some people are also asking that. Not long ago, Empress Gifty said on United Showbiz, "Say we na dia, or do beko ne ma mi yes." That is where she would summon you. But then, looks like as you see, as someone intimate ni na sema man or the court.
Sama no dia sema it take time. So what I say. It's after the or the court sama in change. So oko ne ma me ndazu ko sun.
Yeah.
It's the alcohol but oh yes spiritual na be physical. So what I say na ejumani na AC. But this whole conversation, I think two women they are enjoying fame and misleading young girls. One, a gospel person.
On the same one, we never misleading Ubenya sermon, you be
So Bakoye, gospel person, she has gone through all the phases of her life, and she thinks it is cool to throw this around, and nobody can touch her. And also, the other person, and so misleading young girls, but on the end, it goes beyond young girls. Only misleading ye mamenom, and ye papanom. She writes on their ignorance to mislead them, and this is a case. I mean, I'm not even taking it serious because enkosi baby you understand, or enkosi baby senia chemo kind omni no mudi obi di threaten obi keke enko baby but it is the country that has led us here, where somebody thinks she can just make noise and another person thinks she can also take the other person to court. So I don't have a problem with them, but I think this particular case is just me. I'm taking it for the fun of it because it's so fun. Like Oshe videos now we need budget. You understand? I'm just taking it on that tangent. I'm not thinking there is a big issue to this, but the young girls and our poor mothers and fathers looking up to these people should be very careful the kind of people they are looking up to, because some of these people are just misleading.
Agradaa say the obuwa no ajudi. Ajudi na Canada.
No call gazette.
No call gazette. Oh, Agradaa no co fine.
No co.
And you know there are series of videos Empress Akan no code this, no code. But I think you know what she's doing. You know, Nana Mama Brown had the Empress.
Yeah. And she went to Gazette.
And she went to Gazette. And then a friend saying, now she's also doing same thing to Empress Gifty.
Because Nana Mama Brown has changed hers to her excellence.
Yeah.
And here at the
Nana mo di channel, Nana mo who knows this is your official Empress no. So the channel.
Today we are still dissecting cases, and another one is on the chopping board. Munaguchi versus TikTok celebrities. Chemo Semaye from celebrities. Babu Boa. Mokosroba for Momuye celebs. Well, case they are very simple. So after TGME, of course, so many people were invited. People had the privilege of gracing the red carpet. Now, right after the conversations that came out of it, where some of them were harsh to the TikTokers, and then a report came that, according to them, one top celebrity that we have in this country, that is Kwadwo, says that, she did not go, or she wouldn't attend such a red carpet where is being flooded by TikTokers. That is the report that came. And out of that, one known TikToker named Ahmed came on live, did a video, titled it TGME Rant, and in fact did not spare Nana Kwadwo and the people who were championing this particular conversation. After that, Munaguchi did not also relent, because Nana Kwadwo and Kwama ne ho a obe Kwama no Nana Patako Jekon no beje and she also gave it to the TikTokers. But looks like Wako can't talk because when you go on the Black and White app, it is bloggy or more general, rough. And some of them, the kind of commentaries that they are running on the platform, and of course giving it to Munaguchi. I don't know how Munaguchi will be feeling now. But let's go and watch some of the videos. When we come back, we will try and see if we can also we can solve this particular issue also, because we need the answer beef no me sure said they ben na ke see cut for wig because we are solving cases. Watch these videos, we'll be right back.
There's other ex-influencers, Instagram influencers have hijacked the red carpet. Celebrities were invited, TikTokers were invited, Instagram skit makers were invited, a lot of people were invited. If the celebrities decided not to show up and TikTokers have showed up, fine. The fact that they've not showed up doesn't mean TikTokers cannot show up. And if they don't show up, that is when it starts to look like, oh, these people have hijacked the red carpet. But truly, it is them who they didn't show up. When you go to AMVCA, TikTokers were all over the carpets. I've seen some things where people are saying that Nane Kwadwo said she wouldn't be on the red carpet with TikTok influencers. She wouldn't be on the red carpet with TikTok influencers when AMVCA, Nigerian TikTokers and skit makers and all kinds of influencers and celebrities were on the carpets together. You guys are just hypocrites. It's one thing to say my outfit is not nice, but it is another thing to try and make TikTokers look like they are useless. That is one thing I will not tolerate. You just hate to see people do good for themselves. I walked the carpet, I rocked the carpet, my outfit was so...
So we are brand influencer. Please influence your people on your page. The number of followers you have, they are the only people you can influence. You do not influence anything or anybody in Ghana here. When they mention the likes of Jackie Apia, then you say, oh, you know, that's Gino, face of Gino. When you mention Yamame Nana Mama Brown, or no, the brands in there we cannot Gubuja. When you mention Bella Moody, oh, Afsaban, she's the face of Afsaban. When you mention Kukiti, oh, Samsung, she's the face of. When we mention Ahmed, who are you? Who are you? Apart from braiding your hair and dress a boy dressing like a girl, what else do you do? You are nobody's nobody. You are a nobody's nobody. And if persuasion to stop you from disrespecting the A celebrity fails, force will be applied. Because who jina hono se na ne Kwadwo ekunu ekra ebro letter sisi ase hia no court. So who did in area time so a hypocrite foul evidence bra court. O maame o papa ogusuafo nyina o ndo sika boma. Munya. It is TikTokers no monra mo wase wo ho. Now the most talented TikToker, the most talented one, Asafu Powers. So if you don't know, if you think all those things you are doing, you are talented and I are creative, the most talented is Asafu Powers. Now we shall for me the best because Kwadwo me I don't know me retrieve any data on him, but that is the only thing I will tell him. Say a TikToker, you can only influence your followers. You do not influence nothing in Ghana here. So you are not a celebrity. So do not expect to see your female self on red carpet with an internationally recognized fashion icon who makes statements, who promotes the names of Ghana. You can never be on red carpet with her. So you can also get yourself a map and get into the sea and go and look for help.
Identifying what direct, indirect, and quoted speeches are. I'm not paid to teach grammar, so let's skip that. If in this era of gross civilization and evolution, an individual has a problem with males braiding their hair, then this person should return to the times of colonialism. I welcome critics, but while we are at it, let's do it well and right. A couple of media personalities were mentioned, whom I hold in high esteem, and I know that they will not come and sit on national television and speak on such a shallow level. But now, thinking about it, I don't even understand. What were you trying to do? What were you trying to communicate to the public? Were you trying to shame me for being feminine, being poor, being a nobody, or braiding my hair? Which is which? if you are coming to the public with some information, at least you might as well learn to cross your T's and dot your I's. You sit in your corner and claim someone is poor, yet when I'm invited to events and I use the little I have to make a decent outfit and grace the place with my presence, you are the same people that will go and sit down and say that, oh, this and that and this and that. I want to emphatically state that I did not insult Nana Kwadwo or any A-list celebrity. That is something I cannot even think of. I can't even do that. Nana Kwadwo is an icon and you are not. So why take it upon yourself to defend something that is out of your league? There are A-list journalists there who can do what you think you just did in the right way. And I wouldn't even take an offense for that. All I said was that people are saying that Nana Kwadwo said she wouldn't be on the red carpet with TikTokers. People are saying that. I quoted people, not Nana Kwadwo. How does a nobody become the topic of a somebody's entire show? Monkeys have always played by sizes. And so if my issue becomes the champion of your show, it means that we are all on the same level. You are also a nobody. Your show is dust. I know after watching this entire video, some of you Ghanaians will come and sit and say I insulted Nana Kwadwo, which I didn't. But if I did, I apologize. And I hope to never talk about this issue again.
I've seen some things where people are saying that Nana Kwadwo said she wouldn't.
You will not even find the toppest, A-list celebrities misbehaving there. No. It's so cheap. Hobby. For you to take your smartphone, because I doubt if it's even an iPhone, to speak about Nana Kwadwo. Maybe you don't know Nana Kwadwo. Me sure the time Nana Kwadwo sees you na classroom or pre-class prefect. If you don't know, pre-class prefect, Nana Kwadwo move first.
Let me start with this with Marshall. Big man. TikTokers against Monaguchi. First off, who do you support in this whole conversation? Do you think Monaguchi has a point? Some people are claiming the TikTokers are overreacting because Monaguchi did not say anything wrong. In fact, what she said about these guys not being celebrities is true. Not yet celebrities. Yeah, celebs are celebs.
Proper celebs.
Proper celebs.
Proper celebs. Like.
Well, that is what they are saying. But what is your view on
in this modern age? In this case, what will we call? How do we classify someone as a celebrity? Because finally the person is here, or you're a celebrity.
The factors are many, but the simple one that you can take, or the two main things I think you can pick on, is being famous and influential.
Even on Google says a famous person, especially in entertainment or sports.
Good. So, but here's the thing. There's a difference here. You see, a celebrity is famous and influential. But you can be famous but not influential. In that sense, you are not a celebrity.
Okay, you let him go into it.
So who has the merits of adorning the celebrity jerseys that look finally you're a celebrity? It's not Monaguchi.
Yeah, of course.
It's not.
She's
I
not
think
the one to decide.
she's not the one.
Yeah.
And even for her, if you ask her if she's a celebrity, I'm wondering if she's going to say she is.
She will say no, based on even her submission.
Okay.
She didn't add herself to the list that she gave.
But I feel there are ways you can make commentaries or criticize certain situations without being insultive, like the way she handled the guy on the red carpet. I'm organizing events and they decided we're going to use these people. We're going to invite them to come over. And if someone decides to go to Nigeria to go join because she feels that platform is bigger. The person has the right to do that.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean they should accommodate just that one person for so that all the other TikTokers are put away. I think TikTok is also a new form of media, and these people are celebrities in their own rights. They're influencers.
Thank you.
They're influenced.
Thank you.
And for me, back then, I know where you're going. Back then, people who were celebrities were not just called celebrities. They were called stars. They had a skill. They were footballers, movie actors, musicians, and all that. Until Kim Kardashian came.
And spoil the whole show.
And change the whole, the Kardashian family, change the whole celebrity culture where you can be famous for being famous.
Yeah.
Okay? And without any special thing. Then later, they add new skills to it, and then they justify why they are famous later. They become famous for no reason, then they add. I think these TikTokers have followers for a reason. They do something. They have a craft.
They entertain.
Okay? They have a craft. Just like Kwadwo Sheldon, you guys are calling him a creative person.
Oh, of course.
He's an influencer. Yeah. He has something he's doing, and people follow him for it. So that makes a person celebrated. That's why we have celebrated. Okay, so Mona, and I'm sure they should give it to her. Yeah.
With the rate at which these guys are coming at her, do you think this conversation is going to die out soon? And with Nane Kwadwo also, her name being robbed in this whole conversation, because according to reports, even the things that they said, she said that, oh, she wouldn't be on the red carpet with these guys, and she did not even say it. Do you think there's the need for her to come and add her voice to this conversation?
No.
Or she should keep quiet?
I think she shouldn't join, and I'm not sure she hired this lady, Monaguchi, to talk on her behalf. Yeah. So for her, she hasn't done anything. She made the right choice for herself, and it's working.
Yeah.
So if your friend saying Monaguchi so best sweaty or home, no nunti Obama TikTokers not giving her. I think it's the right thing going on, and she should take the heat.
Chamo.
Yeah.
Monaguchi versus TikTokers.
Interesting.
Tell me where you stand.
I mean, Monaguchi. Well, the figure Monaguchi is a. I don't want to use.
Kaseyu.
Like.
Kaseyu.
Yempenasem or the main candidates I like.
She's not like
talking like. She's not like
that.
in the space. Like a man from Penasem or the main candidates I
you free.
A man from Penasem, Muntino.
I love you, Monaguchi.
No matter how. The submission in the bebano, people will have issues with it, and unfortunately for her, I think that's where we are now. I get the import of what she was trying to say. Her point was that Ahmed guy, a TikToker, no, a or disrespecting an Kwadwo, and based on information Ahmed Enya said, Nana Kwadwo say. She won't be on the same red carpet with TikTokers or a platform that TikTokers are hijacking. And Ahmed was making an argument say, and yeah, on one didn't pay he was invited.
Of course.
And again, you can talk about the fact say Bia Nata didn't fair or whatever. He will take it, and there is your opinion. But to make it look like undeserved to be there or yes celebrity, no. He disagrees, and then after that or can't do Obekanyana. My thing is Monaguchi, the import of the message, the way I got it is the fact that you can't disrespect somebody like Nana Kwadwo.
Okay.
Because Nana Kwadwo is a celebrity. Who is a celebrity by
definition.
And now Ahmed who is influencer. Azana a Monaguchi can.
What's the difference?
And the difference in this sense, according to Monaguchi before me submission. I say for an influencer, you influence only those who are following you.
Okay.
On your platform, especially. But if you are a celebrity, you go beyond that platform. Okay. So Ahmed is popular on TikTok, but nowhere else. Free TikTok it's like Obiakra Nimno. And untino untimi for home to Obia. Or international recognition when it comes to fashion. Or baby recognizing except or influential when we are talking about fashion, even in New York and other places. And you know, only no kokasa say only no what the same level are. It's wrong. Monaguchi couldn't give her submission in a way that she will get more support, especially when okra when he a man from pewasem dada. And you know, some people will not be happy, and some people will even twist the message that you want to put across and also insult you. And I think that's what is happening to Monaguchi now. because even in her submission, he was also talking about Bema, why you Tiso Bar and all those things. There was no need. Yes, especially like, there was no need for those things. So when you give comments like that, even you have a legit point to put across, people will not receive it in the way that you want them to receive it. Obviously, some will be angry and also come at you. So for those who are coming at her, I get them. Because it's like we are also fighting for the space that we have.
The blue,
the
black and white community.
I'm a to me because I TikTok YouTube. YouTube and yeah. So for them, their space is everything. So me, I am with Monaguchi in the sense you can't disrespect some people who have made name for themselves beyond being on a particular app. Like Nana Kwadwo, the contribution in the game, you are nowhere near that.
But do you think the guy's submission was disrespectful to Nana Kwadwo?
Not really, but you see, when it's like you are tackling what she said. Later find a bar out to say she didn't even say that. Then people will take it as disrespect. I mean, yes, I think Ahmed he made a very good case for himself and even the people, the TikTok people, because the one thing going against TikTok influencers is people don't really want to accept them as a TikTok and yes.
No, why is that? Like I'm surprised you're saying this.
People don't accepting them like that. And it's not only them, even YouTubers, even people who have made it on other apps. There are some traditional guys who will not accept them.
Who don't regard them as
YouTube. In fact, they don't even consider it as work. There are people coming from that angle.
And these people are in mainstream media now.
Yes.
Of course now.
Mainstream media.
So it's a fight that it will happen. I know it will happen because they feel that we are the professionals. Like you see, Kwadwo Sheldon, for instance, he's really influential in the space now. But some journalists, seasoned journalists, those who went through the other means of becoming journalists, will not see him as a journalist or whatever.
But so it's not feelings, because let me give you an example. In America, you know, the mainstream media thought the podcasters were not going to make it.
Yes.
And then the podcasters helped Trump to win the election. The mainstream media were campaigning against Trump because it belongs to a liberal left.
Yeah. Sure.
And the podcasters were independent media
most of
and they had their own voices and all that.
They can say
it's the new media. If someone is not on TV, you cannot say you are a better journalist than the person.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who are journalists from school, and just when they left, they just started their own podcast.
Okay.
So they never joined any TV station, and they are making it. Doesn't mean they are not journalists.
So this is the point I'm making here. So there's that conflict already there. The conflict of recognizing or putting TikTokers in the pool of celebrities or influential people in
or
the
maybe
space.
Important people
in the space. Like there's that conflict there.
Case net.
Yeah.
This guy, I show speed. Look at what these guys are doing.
Of course,
are people who are in the same space here. Because the likes of Made in Ghana, these Made in Ghana is now a streamer like any of these streamers that we can mention of. But when you have a conversation with him, he will tell you that, like, sometimes when he goes out and he introduces himself as, I am a streamer, like, that's how they regard.
In fact, the point I'm making here is that there's that conflict there. So I will not be surprised that Monaguchi will go that direction as against influencers. So if an influencer or a TikToker especially is saying something that she feels that you are going against somebody that I will consider a proper celebrity, then I will not leave it at that. I will come after you. That's what she did. I will say that she's wrong going that direction. But the import of what she was trying to say, I am with him. I'm with her on that. So for me, I think celebrity and famous people, I think we should know the difference. You can be famous, but you will not be a celebrity. And all celebrities are famous people. You have to be famous before you can attain the status of being famous.
Do you think there has to be a special
I'm going
order
to give,
for this?
No, I'm going to
organic.
Give, no,
no.
I'm going to give you a very good example.
Okay,
will you consider Kofi Annan as a celebrity?
No.
He was so famous. Do you
He's
agree?
not a celebrity.
Good. So you can
He's
be
a famous person.
Yes, so you can be as famous as Kofi Annan, but you are not a celebrity. Even so, you can be very famous on TikTok, but you are not a celebrity. The difference is that your fame will not have an influence on being on television like our traditional space, being very influential in our music space. Like there should be other factors for us to give you the celebrity status, because it's a pop culture.
I wonder who's giving it.
No, we are giving it. No, all of us are giving it. But you see, everybody with interest in the space is part of those who are making it. But this is how we give the celebrity status. When majority are recognizing you for your influence in a particular thing, like in music, when majority.
So if I get you right, are you trying to say that celebrities are people who work in entertainment?
Mostly in the
will
entertainment.
You call Sammy Demfi a celebrity?
Entertainment, sports.
Sammy Demfi is a politician, and he's really famous.
Okay,
but
that's it.
In other conversations,
he's not a celebrity.
I beg to differ when you say Kofi Annan is not a celebrity, but
he's a famous person. But this guy, despite he's not a celebrity, despite he's famous.
No, I think it is arguable.
How?
Yes,
How do you argue?
Yes, because
that's what I'm saying. Who is doling this out?
To classify somebody, to classify somebody as a celebrity, then it means I can celebrate the person.
Yes,
I can give the platform of celebration to the person.
But celebrity is a pop culture thing, and that's why we are considering the entertainment. Okay. Yes, it's a pop culture thing.
Yeah. There's another.
Yes, being famous, anybody at all can be famous. So if you are not careful and we put famous people in the space of celebrity, this is what will happen. If you are so popular in your area, then we call you a celebrity.
But when you say a celebrity, you're kind of crap. I call it a word that I'm going to accommodate people without skills, but they are famous.
Yes,
because first, Obeka said famous footballer, famous musician. You will not use another word celebrity for the person.
Yes.
What did I say? Maybe a model. The person is a model. Maybe your friend saying, or your painter. You just say it. The exact thing the person does.
Yes.
But now the socialist who want. The socialites who want your friends saying like a place in this whole pop culture conversation. We have to coin something for them, like this lady, Paris Hilton. She started. Celebrities and all that. Because they're famous.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're famous.
Okay, let me listen to Okay, take it from here.
So let's just break it down. Before I make my point. Who is an influencer? A person who has built a following on social media platforms and can influence the opinions or purchasing decision of their audience. Now we come to a celebrity. A person who is widely recognized in society, often due to achievements in fields like entertainment, sports, or politics. Now, my point is on the achievements. So before a person gets to the level of a celebrity, the person has to have years of work in the address. We can point and say that this person did this. We can look at their works and celebrate their works.
Okay.
Now we have the influencers who post videos, do their stuffs on social media. They are influencing their class of people. Now, note that if you're an influencer, your follower or your fan is still the fan of the celebrity. So you can have a particular Ahmed who has followers. Don't forget that his followers are the followers of a person like
Shatta Wale.
I don't want to mention Nane Kwadwo.
Okay.
I want to mention like
Nanama
McBrown, or
Majid Michel.
You understand that kind of people. So you're an influencer, but it takes you loads of work to come from that stage and become a celebrity.
Okay.
Now, this whole conversation is becoming big because in our space, we don't even have policies looking at these things. Because now everybody's a blogger. Somebody has, it's a big conversation we are looking at this way. Somebody just has a social media handle with 10,000 followers. The person is a blogger.
Of course not.
Compared to somebody putting in the real work.
How do you decide
ethics and
listen,
how do you decide who is putting in the
when
real?
you say it this way, you should understand that the media has been decentralized.
Yes. It
Okay,
has
and
changed.
people are no more custodians of it anymore. You know, people can do this because there's free speech. As long as they don't break any form of law in the country they find themselves in, I think they are free to do it. If they give false information, people will call them out. It's organic. The good ones will keep, being in a system, and they will keep growing their influence.
But let him learn for me. Okay, Corner.
So there should be.
Let me see where you are.
There should be policies guiding these things. That is why our industry is not taken serious. John Dumelo went to Parliament, and they told him that you understand? Because in our system, everything is mixed up. A digital blogger thinks he's bigger than another person. An influencer thinks he's a celebrity. So all these things are actually mixed up. But your policies are outlining clearly your boundaries are. Then we can have these conversations. But there are no boundaries. Your boundaries.
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be, and there shouldn't be any policies. I don't think there any policies.
Why do you think there should be boundaries?
Who should even bring out their policies?
You think that
Who should bring their boundaries?
I'm coming. You think that if you are saying there shouldn't be boundaries, you think that if you're an influencer, automatically you are a celebrity. Then that is what you are saying.
No.
We're not giving.
We are not giving. No.
This is not about trophies.
No, you get. So we don't need these policies.
This is not about trophies.
It's a free-range
system.
So what I'm saying, you don't understand. This is not about trophies. Okay. This is about noticing the workload these people have put in.
Okay.
You understand?
But we will notice it anyway.
But we've not noticed. That is why these TikTokers are saying they are celebrities. You cannot say they are TikTokers.
An individual can say
they are comparing themselves to celebrities. They can't pass celebrities.
They can. But they can. They can do that. No. It's an individual thing. They can say it. But will you agree that they are or not?
They can call themselves whatever. It's for you to believe them.
Yes.
You see, we are getting the whole conversation wrong.
We are all saying that despite his
I'm a lawyer.
Is it not?
You see, we cannot just be saying these things.
You can say that.
Prove it.
You prove that you are a lawyer.
Yes, that is why we are trying to
you are not
know.
a lawyer. No matter what you say. It's as simple as that.
That is why we are trying to let you see. Monaguchi had a good point, but it was the way she communicated the point that people didn't like. We are trying to let these people know that they don't have workload in them, so they have not gotten to the level of, they don't have achievements. What achievements do they have? They don't have. So they are influencing a particular group of people, which is their audience, but they can come from that level and become celebrities.
Sure.
When they have achieved a lot. Because today you cannot compare a particular Asantwa to Jackie and say that Asanto is a celebrity, Jackie is a celebrity, they are not on the same level.
And we all know that.
Good.
You just spell it out.
We know they are not on the same level.
Yes. That is why I am supporting Munaguchi and saying that she has a point.
Sure.
Just that the industry is mixed up. So somebody has 100,000 followers on TikTok and the community says that or a celebrity.
Yeah, for that community.
They want to become a celebrity.
Yeah.
See, people will know.
Community, yes.
People will know when you are. Just like you compare Jackie with Asantua. We all know they are not on the same level.
That is the comparison people are doing now.
And Coach Sheldon. It's the same thing. People will know.
So the reason I brought this comparison in is because of the same conversation.
Okay.
Ahmed is looking at himself as a certain
Majid Michel.
Oh yes, Majid Michel, John Dumelo, because Oko ne TikToker. If they are not over 500,000
million.
Good. Into Ohune was a no a million follow. Ebia John Dumelo cry needs our followers maybe. But Ohune was a even numbers into I'm bigger than John Dumelo.
Yes.
But it is not just about the numbers.
Good.
It is about the achievement.
Yeah, so we agree. But the thing is, he can say that.
It's true.
Let's allow him.
Let them say.
Well, let them say.
Two things now kind of the same time. Can't say value people for their worker. It's the right thing. Like we should recognize people for their work. But the argument of celebrity and influencers, I think it's needless. People will eventually know. So Udra,
yes.
Oh, it's a journey.
Draw line on a mountain.
No, you
draw line. I'm almost
subconsciously. See, subconsciously, we all see it.
Tables me no. You draw line. Undo high.
One example of society. My example of society.
Classification.
Why in particular, Embe say was only say.
Okay,
but
so
we have industry people. We are all in the industry. You are knowledgeable. You can explain to these people for them to know. Say undo salary.
That's what we are doing.
It's just like fighting them.
No, but we have to.
Let's go to the next topic.
Let's go to the next topic. This one is good. I like this one.
The conversation is getting interesting. I don't know what you think, but obviously you can share your views in the comment section. I don't know where you stand in here. Between the celebrity, the influencer, who deserves to be called a celebrity and who also deserves to be called an influencer, and their roles or the kind of roles they play in society. But let's wrap it up this way. Edem is also in the news. I'm talking about rapper Aigbe Edem, as he is popularly known. And
please, not Aigbe Edem. Edem go get them.
Okay.
Thank you.
But most people know him as Aigbe. I don't know. For me, when I read articles about him and people still write the Aigbe, I feel some way because I think he's done enough to take the Aigbe off the name. But still, people are writing it. But we will still keep it like that. Edem is here revealing some mafia ways in handling some industry issues. According to him, Agradaa mo and the Empress Gifty mo line now, they are slapping up rate of sermon there. And you know rate of sermon, but he's giving some ways and means in football, more ways and means. But here he's brought some ways and means. I'll bet media dealing with some industry issues. And according to them, when somebody talks bad about you, you can even meet the person and talk to the person. I don't know which language though, but listen to them.
6 months, we meet us for Titanic, where we talk to him. We talk to him.
Wait, 6 months?
Yeah, we make a girl set him up for 6 months, so he come out of his shell where we talk to him for Mighty Beat, Titanic Beat.
You see, I like the way your tone is switch when you say we talk to him.
Yeah, we talk to him, At another point,
he really listened, eh?
Yeah, he listened. At another point in time, there's this promoter where he do show with us, where we go play a report.
Right.
Where we drive come into the city.
We come playing show. We finish. He say no get money, so we leave him. So he called my team 2 years for another show. We take the money where we tell them say be that show he pay for where we drive.
That's so.
Yeah, so we know they take
so-
we know they take bullshit. Just say we know they loud them. Yeah, we know they loud them. We just
Okay, Joseph. I'm trying to say here, I'm from
Can you see?
Adam,
Go get him.
go get him.
Bossman salute.
Say, Obi here or there. Obi cry to me, do cannot say employer for sure to me this car. Now what?
He's in the campus, so
let
him talk more.
But he can still be objective to the conversation.
Yes, but he has to disclose that he's in the camp.
That's his own bias.
For that one.
He is part of his team. So,
but we will
just
still
disclose it.
But we will still
The same way they will say that you are part of SM.
But it doesn't take away my objectivity.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So he should also do that. Okay, I'm quite.
Mama Sammy crack him in.
You are in the camp, so just go according to that.
Word with a badge of honor.
So I'm not even going to speak on what he did. I'm going to speak on the whole matter, what happened. You know, in the industry, if you are coming up, this is an advice to young ones who want to come into this industry. You need to know yourself, your value, and what you can take in.
Okay.
And what you cannot take. Because if you don't know these things, people will slap a lot of things at you. And at the end of the day, you will get frustrated.
Okay.
If Shatta Wale did not know who he was and what he stands for, he would have been in the drains by now. Because of the things people have slapped at him. Now, from the word go, everybody knew what Edem stands for.
Okay. Which is?
How he approaches his conversations. How he deals with things.
Go get them.
So, things like this cannot come to his space. You shouldn't even be playing with him in this angle. And we all know with that promoter who booked him and did not pay and later wanted to book him for a show, it is not done. As a promoter, you don't do these things. You can't find another promoter.
But I don't know, man,
bag, rubber bag. Yes. So, so if you are not ready as a promoter yourself to book an artist, you don't go through it. After the show, you tell them, me nisikao.
But is this the ideal way of solving issues like this? Because he cited 2 examples. The first one is somebody talking bad about you, because we are all commentators and we talk about people. We say things that sometimes do not sit well with them. Should they meet us and talk to us?
And talk to
is that the ideal way? And secondly, yes, Obi employ you for service. He did not pay you, which would be in the past. Is there not a better way of handling the issue than going about?
Yes. So that is what I'm saying, that as a creative or somebody who wants to do this, especially music, you should know the kind of things you can take in, because anybody, these celebrities are humans.
Of course.
Anybody can become a celebrity or a famous person overnight. It happens. And they have things they can take in. We've had experiences with Shatta Wale and Kweku Smoke. You understand? These are experiences. It means that on their side, they have their level. But you should know what you can take in and what you cannot take in. You should be clear about your path. You should be clear about what people can bring to your table and what they should take away. If you are clear on that, then people can respect you for who you are and what you do. I don't think that talking to the person in the manner he said was the right thing.
Okay.
But he's human.
Okay.
A lot of people have done that. He's not the first person to have done it. A lot of people. You understand? So people should learn these things, especially young musicians who want to do this. I think it will help them.
Masha, Take it from there and let me see if there are other ways that we can deal with some of these issues, or this is the only way we should follow the Edem way.
Well, for the first one, let me talk about the bad one first. I mean, call the good one I saw in both. I think one is good, the other is bad. Like to say, you set the person up with a girl and then wait for 6 months and get a person and then talk to the person. And the way you say talk to the person, you are implying whether you go to the person, whether you threaten the person,
it was normal talking,
whether you beat the person. We don't know. But you're saying talk. But you're implying some form of violence. That's how you're saying. I'm not saying he's done violence.
You are just clear.
I'm saying he's implying. He's implying some form of hostility towards the person.
Okay. I like that one.
Then you come back as a grown-up now, and then you talk with pride for what you've done. It's not great. You know, that's not the way to go. And you make a lot of people think, oh, it's fine. Now, if people talk to me anyhow, it's the highway. You know, the social media, there's no ethics, there's no policeman as you want.
Social media police.
There is no policing on social media. People can write whatever. And as celebrities, you know, the one
let them know that they can be held for whatever they write.
If it's unlawful, but
no,
if it's
you
not,
can write whatever. But at the end of the day, what you write, you can be held accountable for it.
Of course.
If it is only unlawful, court. What's I say? But to say you talk to the person. What if the person also knows? I hate bullies. To be honest with you, say Abia, wedru baby, boys. And all that, so you can talk to people. You know, I find it. I find like you as a celebrity who is supposed to protect fans and underprivileged compared to you. You are the one taking your liberties to bully them.
No, he wasn't bullying.
To talk to them. I didn't say bully. Cancel bully.
Bully them.
You cancel them.
Let's cancel bully. I just said talk to them. Just to talk. Let's talk to them. And for you to come out to say it this way, and it's very bad. Now let me go to the second issue.
So I think that what you people are getting wrong. I think that what you people are getting wrong is how the whole conversation or the interview came about and then led to the way he said the thing. No, I'm coming.
Because you said you didn't. You made it clear that you don't agree with the approach of him talking to the person.
I'm coming.
So what do you think that talk means?
No, I'm coming. You see, with the way you guys are picking the whole conversation, the way the interview went and where he got to, he was just explaining something that happened in the past, like we've all done. And it is not like he's taking pride in it. He is not taking.
He's not only one who watched the video.
He's not taking pride in it.
Or you want us to watch the video again?
They can watch the video.
Obviously, the audience is also watching.
The fact that he's saying we talk to the person doesn't mean that he's taking pride in it.
Do you realize his posture when he said it's like talk to them, like in a place of
anybody who knows,
so you can wait for 8 months.
Anybody who knows
after using a woman.
Let me say this. Anybody who knows Edem knows that he's confident and he's calm in his speeches. Anything he says, whether he's angry, he's calm, like he's just calm and then he delivers. So with his posture, you cannot say anything about that.
But he spoke to the person.
Well, it's your perspective against mine.
Of course.
And what I saw, I saw someone who said it with some pride.
So we are clearing that.
That's how I saw it. Okay. And my view is not a fact; it's my opinion. Okay. So I want to go to the second story he told. For me, I understand Edem 100% for what he did. As a person who has also been in a creative space, I remember I wrote scripts for certain people. They requested for it. I didn't hear from them again. Next I see the trailer of the movie is on Instagram. And my girlfriend just called me. Said, have you seen this? Because it looks like some of the characters, like the story in my novel. And the person just shot it. And it's out there. Like, and they were about to do the premiere. So I called the person and the person came and I'm like, look, I'm not going to let you premiere this movie. He didn't tell me. Then he started begging so many stories. And so he brought it to my house to screen for me to actually say, okay, fine. What can I do? You've already shot it. You've already spent all the money to make the movie. So I can't stop you. This industry, let me say the whole entertainment industry or even the Ghanaian culture, have some dishonesty in it that they take advantage of people who are starting. So if you see Adam for who he was then, he may want other opportunities to perform for people to see that, oh, he can do it. When you are beginning, you want to knock all doors, take advantage of all, spaces to make sure you heard. Then the person did that. I have some level of Schadenfreude, like watching this very moment that he didn't pay. I support him 100% for not paying.
Wow.
100%.
And 2 years later, it becomes...
No, I mean, the 2 years later, I support Adam for not giving back the money and not performing. I think it's a good resolution.
We should have taken interest on it.
Yeah, because it's very hard to use your talent to do something and someone will benefit and not pay for it.
I see.
So maybe that time he was going to pay Adam, say, 500. Now Adam is huge, so he's willing to pay 50,000. He pays 50,000. And Adam says, look, I'm going to pay me my 50,000 now for that 500.
The money has appreciated.
Yes.
Shemo, wrap it up for us.
Yeah. So for me, I'm with Adam on the fact that you didn't pay me initially. Now you want my services. After giving me the money, obviously I have to pay myself for the previous one before we talk about the new one. So I'm with him on that. But talking to people, dear, Master, somebody can also talk to you. So yes,
you want to go and
we all can talk back and forth.
Yeah. You see the bad. I don't want to say bad. I think the not so nice part about his narration is the fact that he's the one deciding what the person said is not nice or it's not good or whatever.
The good and bad.
Yes, he is the judge in this case. And after that, he waited for 6 months, baiting the person with a woman, and then talk to the person. I mean, that's where the issue is. You see, like you said, we've been talking here. We are talking about Adam issue, but we don't talk to them like that. Okay. So after our conversation here like this, then Adam will say, no, the way this guy is talking, I have to talk to him.
Yes, it will be call the person who
so it will be something all together. So for me, I think it wasn't in good taste when you wait for 6 months to talk to somebody. Like the way that he is talking to people. So if you are the one judging who is saying the right thing or who is not, and in this case, he said that the person didn't say the right thing.
But so we don't even. You see, we are not even talking about the magnitude of what the person said because he didn't put out.
Yes.
So we cannot say
that. About writing things about him on Snapchat that
wasn't good.
Like it wasn't good.
So we should look at the magnitude, but it is not out there. So that is why I said.
So you think there's a limit that if
everybody can take?
Yes. So my point here is that you are saying that there's a limit that Adam can judge that, okay, this one is bad, so I have to go and talk to the person.
What is bad is bad.
Yes.
So that's
why. So how do you talk to
you? Let the person know what you're doing is bad. How? Yes. Sometimes it is not on phone.
So you talk to the person.
You see, I want to cite an example. In this house, somebody spoke wrong about our boss, and then the person apologized. I decided to talk to the person, and the person said things. You were there. So this person, it shouldn't be a phone conversation again. It should become home. Bruh, you apologize.
After baiting the person with a woman, if the opema.
So what try a friend on person
so
you should find ways of meeting with the person.
My friend, the idea or the implication of whatever that he did is not in good taste. Say, oh yes, sir. Oh, like when you can wait for 6 months. I want some friendly panel in a way that we all say, okay, it was with, you are saying it in good faith. There's no way that you can talk to the person in a nice way. I mean, we are not stupid. Like, if I have to be blunt like that. So you wait for 6 months to talk to somebody in a nice way. In a nice way, it won't happen. So you can say whatever you want to say. We know where you stand. But the thing is, so so the point is, he can talk to people who are not being nice to him or whatever. But to come out like the way he did on television or on whatever platform, to make it look like it's okay when somebody says things, then find a way to get them and talk to them. It's not cool. I mean,
not cool.
It will not end well. That talk will not end well based on investment. I mean, when I heard it, I was like, how can you wait for 6 months just to talk to somebody? And yes, Master said me, person me blunt. Make us say, "Ade wait me ana." Say, over 26 months. No. Listen. No, you are not getting what I'm saying.
He's making a point.
I'm saying that nobody will waste all this just to go and talk to somebody nicely. And I don't want to say Adam is like that. Like, say obesha that thing. As I compare or buy because money is car, money be investing for 6 months. Now, one in the panako nicely. No. And they will. I think the person will get whatever punishment at them as a judge. Say one kasa ye the money panel. I think that's what happened. That's why I'm saying that if you say that, oh, he did talk to the person in a nice way. And when I mean conclude o meeting say any panel most of my men can be the main kind. But yeah, by the point I'm making is that it will never end well from Adam's part after wasting his time investing, getting somebody to lure the person to him. It won't end well. And you can do those things behind the scenes, but if you are bringing it out like the way he did, and yet it's not something that we have to encourage. Even if you do it, you don't bring it out publicly and be so proud of what you have done like he did.
Disgusting.
Thank you, Chemo. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, OK Joseph. And thanks to you for spending time with us. I think it's been wonderful. Today's edition, but we still have to go about and do other things. I don't know what you think, though, but we've discussed a lot on this particular episode, and you can also share your views in the comment section. Let me say big ups to Sam Tuga, who is also behind the camera, as well as Officer Desert and Kofi on it, aka Theophilus Digosh. And until then, make sure you subscribe, and of course, you see the big man in his seat in the next video. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.